Hey guys, hi, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. I am on a 18-hour layover in Fort Lauderdale, and I realized as I was relaxing, trying to get myself wound down after a long day to crawl into bed, I realized I haven't filmed anything for 5 or 6 days, which for me is kind of a long time. So I thought I would give you a little update as to what kind of trip I'm on right now. One interesting thing happened on our flight today that I've never seen before. So, and I don't want to ever see again, honestly, but I'll tell you about that in a second. A little Buddy update. I want to give you a little update as to what's going on with Buddy. And a lot of you folks have asked how he's doing. He is doing better, so I'll tell you about that in a moment. And I want to give you a hotel room tour. You know, I don't do hotel room tours very often because I don't think hotel rooms really get much better. You know, they just look vaguely the same. Bad artwork, granite-topped, counters. But this hotel room is adorable. I would live here in a heartbeat. It's actually better than my apartment. If my space were a little bit larger or had a little different layout, I would actually do something like this if I could. While we're in the bathroom, I might give you a little tour as to what's in my toiletry kit, as that has changed quite a bit over the past few months. I've narrowed down the number of things I carry. All right, so this trip, I'm lead on a 3-day trip. Today we were on an Airbus A321, which is our largest aircraft. Our configuration for that aircraft holds 228 guests. The first leg, which was from Las Vegas to Houston, we had a full boat. The next leg from Houston to New Orleans, we only had 103 guests. It was a very light flight. And then the next leg, which is to Fort Lauderdale, we had 200 guests. So we had, a mixture of experiences today on the plane. I'm flying lead, which is my favorite position. And really just had a really nice time. Our chaser up in front is one of our she's fairly senior in our company. She's I think number 20 in our base. And she's pretty cool. We had a nice time. The next senior person in my crew today is someone I have learned to work well with. We didn't really hit it off. I don't know if she knew that. We didn't really hit it off very well at first, but I've learned how to work with her fairly well. She shared some... Let me say, if you're going to be a flight attendant, there's going to be some temptation, because you... How am I going to say this? When you are part of a crew, you do work really closely together, and there's this feeling of sometimes closeness and intimacy, that you're kind of forced into the same experiences, that it feels like you're more friendly, more friends than you really kind of are. So you may be tempted to overshare. Now, I'm guilty of that. If you have watched any of my videos, you know I tend to overshare. But my coworker was sharing some really, really very intimate, personal medical things with me that I was really uncomfortable hearing. It was a little awkward for me. Hopefully I put on my face. But yeah, it was awkward. And our most junior person on our trip is one of my favorite people on base as well. She was position C all the way in back. Really nothing really big happened, except for at the beginning of this last leg, we had just finished boarding and a police officer came on board. Not like a airport security police officer, but a real serious New Orleans police officer. And he came on board and he was looking for 2 of our guests. There was no gate agent to say, hey, this is what's going on. The police officer just said, I need to see these 2 people. Okay. And so he saw one of them and kind of called her over. The other woman who was with her, who he also wanted to talk with, saw that, and she came up in front. Apparently, these women, he wanted them to sign a police report, and he needed their last names for police report. While they were in the airport, their sons, their boys, which were probably, I don't know, 10, were apparently in the men's room, and a man, an adult, exposed his private parts to these boys. And so that's clearly a serious, like hugely huge problem. And the boys came out, told their parents, and the women, the mothers that were there, apparently shouted, and they caught the guy, apparently, but the police wanted a report and they wanted their information. And the kids seemed pretty chill. They seemed to take it in stride at this point. I'm not sure how they're handling it or how they're processing things like that. But the mothers were kind of freaked out, as you'd imagine. So before they went back to their seats, I pulled them aside and I said, ladies, you know, when our snack and beverage cart comes by, tell my coworkers, no, thank you very much. And I'm going to come by and take an order for you, because they were really freaked out. You know, the kids, again, they seemed okay. But the parents, the mothers were I wouldn't say distraught, but they were upset. My company allows me to comp things to make customers' experiences, our guests' experience better. I don't think they had this kind of thing in mind, but they do give me some autonomy, and I used it. So I later on came by and took an order. They only ordered Cokes and like popcorn and some, you know, I don't know, kid snacks, but I tried to make their night a little bit better, and they were appreciative. It was pretty cool. But boy, it was very strange. It was a very strange thing to happen. So that's it. Tomorrow we fly. Our van time is about 4:30, and we're going to be flying from here in Fort Lauderdale to Houston, and then we're going to fly to San Diego from there. There I've got a 15-hour layover. The next day 3, I'm not sure what we do. I think we might just fly back to Las Vegas. It's possible. I think we do. I think we just fly from San Diego to Las Vegas on day 3, where I'll get to see Buddy. Buddy is in my apartment. I had to kind of trick him into I had to trick him so I could get out the front door this morning. Without letting him out, because I'm not comfortable anymore letting him out for 3 or 4 days. I'm okay with him going out to take a poop, but I'm not happy with him being out for 3 or 4 days without me. So I had to trick him into staying inside. So the last time I talked about Buddy, he was, I had just figured out how to give him his medication, and I was very happy about that. A little sad that it took me that long to figure it out, but better late than never. And next time, if he ever has to take a pill again, I know what to do. But, you know, his symptoms, when he was sick, he had just awful diarrhea. He had uncontrolled poops. Like, I don't want to be too graphic, but, yeah, so he had some gas, like his belly would be a little distended, like a little football. And he would fart. I've never seen a cat fart before, but he would fart. And sometimes that fart was a little bit more than a fart. I'm not sure how to say that. And it would surprise him and shock him. And he was very upset when it happened, because cats are sort of fastidious, I assume. So he pooped himself, and he was not happy about it. And it happened like 5 or 6 times a day, if not more often. So that's one of the symptoms he had. He was lethargic and unhappy and just not good. So, you know, I took him to the vet, and I ended up having to board him for 4 days while he was getting his medication there. But so after his medication, the first day I saw him take a poop in the litter box, it was still diarrhea. And I was upset after all we had been through that he was still had diarrhea. But I called out of work. I called out sick for that trip, and just stayed home and took care of Buddy when I after his vet experience. I still let him out. I didn't force him to stay in the apartment because he was wildly unhappy if he couldn't go outside. So I did let him go outside, and he went outside to poop. He never really spit. He never goes to the litter box when he has the option of going outside. So the next time I saw him poop, I talk about Buddy's poop a lot, don't I? Well, he went to the litter box yesterday, and he pooped a regular Tootsie Roll looking poop, like a cat poop, a cat turd. And I was so overjoyed. I was overjoyed that he like pooped like a normal poop. It was his belly is much better. His personality is back, and I'm just thrilled. I'm thrilled. And he's actually a little bit more he's more affectionate, I think, and more accepting of affection than he was before this whole ordeal. I think being stuck in a cage for 4 days made him appreciate the affection he gets at home. So that's nice. I am still going to have his blood work done and his x-rays done. But I'm going to do that when I get him neutered. Now, that's a new thing for me. I had been on the fence, not really on the fence. I was on the no side of the fence, honestly, when it comes to getting him neutered. There were lots of little reasons that honestly were very small reasons for not getting him neutered. But enough of you folks have mentioned that it would be a good idea. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos about the topic. I unfortunately happened to watch one video of the actual operation, which is horrifying if you're a boy. Never look for that kind of video. It's awful. But yesterday, we had a torrential rainstorm in Las Vegas. It rained all day, torrentially. Wind was whipping. It was just awful. And Buddy wanted to go outside, and he stayed outside for quite a bit. And at one point, he was under this covered area near my apartment, and Buddy likes to pick fights with cats when the other cat isn't that interested in fighting. But Buddy's kind of aggressive with other cats, and he went and started to attack this other cat that was just walking nearby, just away too, not like. It wasn't him being territorial. He's kind of aggressive. He's kind of a jerk, honestly, if you're another cat. And not having had cats before, I made the mistake of trying to interrupt this attack. And Buddy turned on me instead of the other cat. And I don't know, can you see? Can you see those scratches right there? And right here, these are his teeth. Oh, that actually is quite tender. These are his teeth. He bit me a couple times, like sank his teeth in there. And these were really serious gouges. They're his claws. And I think there's more over here, which you can't see. But he just attacked my arm like a food processor. He was wildly upset with me that I had interrupted his attack. And then later on that day, it was pouring rain, and he's out. I thought he was just going out for a little poop, but apparently he was bored, and he wanted to attack another cat. And so he got in a fight with this Siamese. I didn't get in the fight. I didn't try to stop it. I just tried to call his name. When they stopped fighting, there was no clear winner, but he wasn't injured at least. He did let me pick him up and pull him in the house. I'm running around in the rain in a t-shirt, pair of jeans, no shoes, no socks, running around in the rain trying to collect my cat. And I brought him in the house, and he was just so mad. I am definitely going to have him neutered. Because his aggression is off the charts the past couple of days. So if neutering him will reduce his aggression, it's something I'm definitely going to have to do. Because he was a bastard. And this is my fault. Like, these scratches are my fault. I know that now. But his aggression just went, like, off the charts. And then, of course, when he's in the apartment, he curls into a little ball and he'll go, meow, like an innocent. He's not. So there's that. So that's a Buddy update. A few of you have actually sent financial gifts. Two of them made me a little uncomfortable. Not uncomfortable. It was just a little bit more than I was expecting. But that took care of Buddy's last appointment. It covered my last appointment with Buddy. And almost. And then, so I'm going to have him, I'm probably going to wait, not this paycheck coming up, which is the 15th, but probably the next 15th, before I have him neutered. Because if I can afford it, I want to have him neutered. I want to have him chipped. Because I want to make sure that he can get back to me if someone else finds him, out and about. And if I can have his blood work and x-rays done still, even though he's better, I want to get those things done because I don't know what his health is like. So that's my update with Buddy. We'll see, but I'm going to have him neutered. I feel awful doing it, but... so let me give you a little tour of my hotel room, and then I'll let you go. You guys are so patient for watching my videos. Today's flight, this last leg of today, we actually had 3 of my coworkers. 2 of them had just finished their OEs recently and were on their first trip. It was very exciting. One of them, maybe both of them, I think one of them for sure subscribes to my channel. Hi. I think maybe the other one said he did too, but I don't know. It was really nice. But let me give you a tour of the room. We'll start in the front. That's the front door. Not very fancy, I know. But so you walk in, flat screen TV, nice bag, this little sofa area, which is super cute. It's more comfortable looking in person than it does in the camera. And then you've got this full-size kitchen. I love the counter. It's got this little stool under here. It's like a full kitchen. This was inside the microwave earlier. Great big microwave. Little stove. Pots and pans, flatware. Utensils. I don't know who's using a cheese grater in a hotel room, but there you go. And look at this. Full size. Not that I ever need a full size, but it's got a full size freezer. All right, this is going to be embarrassing, guys. I apologize. Yeah, I did not food prep. I brought frozen lasagna with me from Vons. And then there is a little, there's my dinner, at this little dinette set, which is just adorable. Awful. That's just awful. That's the only thing I have to complain about. But I just think this is so cute. I'm playing Civilization 5. I still play Civilization 5. And then we have the bedroom. And that is a king-size bed. Really cute. Really comfortable. There's a little dresser and my stuff. And then we've got the bathroom. There's a closet there. Toilet, shower. That's my bathing suit. That little teeny bathing. I wear a Speedo. I know, gay. And we've got my toiletry bag. This is what I put my stuff in these days. I got it on the Amazon. I like how it kind of is a clamshell, so I can throw stuff in there and see everything at one time. Laura Mercier concealer, because sometimes I need it. A Guerlain bronzing powder. This is a Versace. Actually, it's technically an eyeshadow brush I use for the concealer. This is this little portable travel powder brush, which is just fantastic, from Kiko. I don't know, I like it, but it works well. Q-tips, of course. mustache brush and scissors, disposable razor, earplugs because hotel rooms are sometimes very loud, a little fragrance oil I got, toothbrush, of course, my little pill case, which is vitamin D, vitamin C, something for the eyes, I forget what that's called. This is a antacid. That's a, I don't know what that is. It's a vitamin. That's a multivitamin, and that is a Benadryl right there. This is a little foundation brush, which is really super nice and soft for a tinted moisturizer that I use once in a while. My favorite deodorant in the world. They don't make it anymore, but I bought like a dozen of them, so I'll have some for a long time. Eye cream, which I am running out, but I just ordered some Philosophy eye cream on QVC because they have a payment plan. Skin Candescence. This is something I've had for like 10, I swear I've had this for 5 or 6 years. It's like a liquid, before highlighting became a thing, it is like a liquid highlighter, which I'll use once in a while. Moisture Surge, which is my daily moisturizer by Clinique, and a clarifying lotion number 3, which I have to use every day, otherwise I break out. And I just realized I left my face wash at home. It's a little bottle of Philosophy Purity Made Simple that one of my friends gave me. And there you go. So that is my hotel room, a tour of my toiletry kit, an update on Buddy, and a little update as to my trip. And there you go. So, look towards the light. You guys have a great night. I would like to do a question and answer video, another one. It's been a long time since I've done one. So if you have any questions I haven't answered in the past, or if I haven't been clear enough on anything, certainly drop a comment below or drop a question below. I would love to do another question and answer video. And there you go. That's it. Fly safe, have a good night, and I will talk to you later, okay?